Was the Aam Aadmi Party assured that all its MLAs are together, considering that some of them did not attend the meeting?
No, absolutely. All Aam Aadmi Party MLAs who were in Delhi did come for the meeting. Some of them were out of Delhi, including the Speaker, Mr. Ramnivas Goyal, who is out of the country. Several of them joined telephonically or on video conferences, and every MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party assured Mr. Arvind Kejriwal that no one is leaving the Aam Aadmi Party, whatever the threats, whatever the bribes that are being offered by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
So the Aam Aadmi Party accepts that they were scared whether their MLAs will be poached. They were not sure, they were insecure about their MLAs and did not trust that they'll all be together even after BJP's messages.
See, the fact is that the Bharatiya Janata Party has the standard operating procedure. That on the one side, they file false cases with the CBI, with the Enforcement Directorate, they raid people's houses, they threaten them. And then on the other side, they offer them posts, we'll make you chief minister, we'll make you minister, we'll give you this much money. And this is a standard operating procedure that they have been using all over the country. This is how they formed the government in Meghalaya, in Arunachal Pradesh, in Karnataka, in Madhya Pradesh, in Maharashtra, in Goa. So yes, definitely for Aam Aadmi Party, we also wanted to ensure that all Aam Aadmi Party MLAs stay together, and it was also an opportunity to check whether any other MLAs had been offered 20 crores by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and we have found that 12 different MLAs have been approached by the BJP.
So did these 12 MLAs come up in the meeting and say that they were approached? Can you share their names?
So these MLAs communicated this to the leadership of the party, but they also communicated very clearly that none of them was going to leave Aam Aadmi Party and that they are loyal to Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party.
Right. So, ma'am, also when we talk about the recordings, as you know, people want some proof when it comes from politicians. There are always claims and counter-claims from politicians. And I think you'd agree with that people want to see something concrete. So what does the Aam Aadmi Party have to prove what the BJP is saying? The BJP also says a lot of things. What do we believe and what do we not believe?
Proof will be presented at the appropriate point of time. But I think let the BJP first come out and say how did they form a government in Meghalaya where they had only 2 MLAs? How did they form a government in Manipur? How did they form a government in Maharashtra? How have they formed a government in Karnataka? How have they formed a government in Madhya Pradesh? Did those MLAs magically leave their own party and join the Bharatiya Janata Party without them making any offer, without them making any threats? The whole country has seen what the Bharatiya Janata Party does, and this is what they've been trying to do in Delhi, although their Operation Lotus plot has been foiled by the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi.
Right. To also talk about the excise policy, which is of course at the root of all of this that has happened. A question that the BJP keeps on raising is that why did the Aam Aadmi Party withdraw the policy if it didn't think there was an issue with it?
The question that I really want to ask the BJP is, please make up your mind, what is the quantum of this so-called scam you're talking about? So on the one hand, they say that there has been a 1 lakh scam, 1 lakh crore scam. Sometimes they say there's been an 8,000 crore scam. Then some of their spokesperson says 1,100 crore scam. Some of them say 144 crore scam. Some of them say 30 crore scam. And the CBI FIR says it's a 1 crore scam. So let the Bharatiya Janata Party first make up its mind. What is this scam and how much scam has happened? Then I think really any questions deserve to be answered about this so-called scam that they're talking about.
But why did the Aam Aadmi Party withdraw it if there was no quote-unquote scam in the excise policy?
We have made that clear time and again, that the Bharatiya Janata Party ensured that this policy could not get into action. And Delhi was reaching a situation where, like Gujarat, a lot of illicit liquor could have started been all over Delhi. And obviously, we do not want Delhi to become like Gujarat, which has huge tragedies every other month.
So what will the Aam Aadmi Party now do to ensure that Mr. Saurabh Bharadwaj earlier claimed that Operation Lotus has ended here in Delhi? But what's the surety? You say there's always that fear with the BJP. So what's the proof? What's the, not the proof, but what's the surety that this is going to end here and maybe they're not going to increase the amount that they offer or increase their threats?
That of course cannot be said. I think that definitely that using threats on the one hand, using offers on the other is a standard operating procedure of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and yes, they may do it again.
So is the party going to increase any strategy or form some strategy to ensure that their flock is kept together?
No, so we are very clear about the fact that none of the MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party, despite all kind of rumors spread by the Bharatiya Janata Party, that some MLAs are missing, some are not in touch, etc., all MLAs are with the Aam Aadmi Party. They will stay with them.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking to us, ma'am. That was Aam Aadmi Party leader, Miss Aatishi, speaking to us and saying that they are very sure that all Aam Aadmi Party MLAs are together. And they say that even after rumours spread by the BJP that our MLAs are missing, they're not speaking to the Aam Aadmi Party. They say that all of them were virtually or physically present at the meeting. And moreover, on the excise policy, she claims that the policy had to be taken back because of pressure of the BJP. And they say that the BJP can in fact raise their pressure on Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, raise their threats on Aam Aadmi Party MLAs, and that poaching threat is always there even after this operation Lotus has been claimed to be ended by the Aam Aadmi Party. They still say that the fear is always there with the BJP. In New Delhi, with camera person Ashwini Mehra, Priyanshi Sharma for NDTV.